Good morning. On my way down to Eagle Rock Falls and Kalgan's Pool today. Another perfect day. Nice breeze has gone too, it's no wind. I'm right on the side of the railway line here. You need a permit to travel down here. You get that from the visitor centre back in Newman, and you should get that before you head out this way. But here we go, on our way down to Eagle Rock Falls. Track's very similar to the ones we were travelling on yesterday. Maybe a little bit more sandier down here. This is the road to Eagle Rock Falls. About 24 odd K or something like that. Some pretty serious rutting on this track. You get some really good sections of road, and then you get sections like this, just randomly all over the place. Big washouts, holes, you need to take it easy. Talk about overgrown. Okay. Big hole. That's why there's a bypass. Back onto the track. Right. Well, the track's getting a little more serious than I anticipated. Check this out. Travelling solo. I'm gonna give this one a miss. Hasn't been tough up until now, but I'm not really interested in trying this out on my own. This is one of the disappointments travelling as a solo vehicle, and that is you come up against some tracks, you look at them and you think, well, you know, it'd be great if we had another car here, just in case, you know. But every now and then you have to sit down and look at the track and say, nah, not doing this one. So we might have to give Eagle Rock Falls a miss on this trip. And there was another track that followed around back to Kalgan's Pool, and we'll turn around and get down that track to Kalgan's Pool. And you can actually get past Kalgan's Pool back up towards Eagle Rock Falls and Eagle Rock Pool. So depending on how bad that climb is, we might have a look that way. There's still some hope. Well, I just put the drone up and flew up over that track that I wasn't going to do, and it looks pretty sort of gnarly, so might give it a miss. I've turned around, I'm heading back towards the rail line now, and from there we'll head further south and pick up the track through to Kalgan's Pool. Hopefully that one's a little bit more accessible for me as a solo vehicle. Just a little bit of pinstriping. Ooh. Oh, that hurts. Hopefully that'll polish out. Well, I'm back out on the rail line on the Marble Bar Highway. You kind of head along another couple of K and then we turn back in towards Kalgan's Pool. So let's hope this track's a little bit more friendly. Well, the road to Kalgan's Pool looks a little more travelled, a little bit more friendly. We'll see how we go. Oh, we got a water crossing on the way into Kalgan's Pool. Apparently you follow the river, I'm guessing. Should stop and wash the car while we're at it. Water crossings I think I've ever done. Another one. I wonder how many more of these there's going to be. Well, behind me is that crossing we just went through. That must be 200 metres, I reckon. At one stage you don't think it's ever going to end. But yeah, check this out. Still on the road to Kelgan's Pool. Geez, half a dozen river crossings on the way in here. I didn't know about that. You live and learn. Pretty easy going though, it's not a really tough trip. Well, g'day, we're at Kalgan Pool and what a drive in. Half a dozen river crossings, lots of fun. Beautiful gorge though. Kalgan Pool. And what's the telltale sign that you've been doing river crossings? Your number plate goes up. Alright, let's keep moving. Back at that long water crossing, I've just put it in low range this time. Went across in high range before, and I think I strayed a little bit with traction, so we'll see how we go. This is pretty scary, this one. It's a bloody long way. This is probably the longest of the whole lot. A little bit scary. Oh, it's just a lot bit scary. There you go. Pull over and have a bit of a rest, I think. Let the heart rate get down. And yet another. This one was a bit shorter than the last. I got this one on the drone, so that'll be a good one. And once again the number plate's up. Put on a hinge and that way you don't bend it. No, well, not as bad anyway. Keep moving on. Thought I was through the worst of them. I don't know how far this one goes. It goes around the corner. Anyone else would look at that and say, oh, that's a river. But it's a road. Here we go. On the dash cam this time again. Not game to fly the drone around a corner where I can't see where it's going to be. So here we go. This one's not so deep, but it is reasonably long. Those rocks are pretty loose under there, but there's a reasonable surface to drive on. It's not too bad. It's funny, I looked to my right there to see if there was any traffic coming. No, there was none. Ophthalmia Dam, I think that's how you pronounce it. Just a little bit closer to Newman on the Marble Bar Road from the turn off to Kalgan Pool. Just when you thought you'd done all the crossing, you come across another one on the way to the dam. There we go. It's like being up the Cape again. Looks like they've got a blue-green algae problem. Ophthalmia. I think that's how you pronounce it. How many more of these is going to be?